Hi guys, so today's video is rating Criminal Minds characters. I was debating whether to actually do this video because I thought it might cause a lot of backlash, but hey, let's do it anyway. You'll either love me or you'll hate me. So my least favourite character on the show was Jordan Todd, which she wasn't really relevant. Yeah, she was there to cover her maternity, but she wasn't really relevant. She was in like, what, 10 episodes, give or take? Yeah, she wasn't. We let that one go, whatever. Yeah, bye. My next least favourite was Gideon. I actually don't know why, I just never liked him. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one with that opinion, but the more I watched the show, the more he annoyed me. So it wasn't actually sad when he left. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, well, bye. But yeah, Gideon wasn't one of my favourites. He annoyed me. He was very, where he came across, and yeah, he just wasn't. Elle was my next least favourite. It's not that I disliked Elle, I just thought she never really had that real connection with most of the team on them, like Reed. And I think they portrayed her as someone that didn't want to get to know them, and that she wasn't a bad character, she just isn't in my top 10. But yeah, I always feel like they did it so she was never really got to know them all, and yeah, she hung out with Morgan, she hung out with Reed, but you never sort of interact fully with like JJ, Cassia, Hot. She never saw that, and I think that's one thing that there was no chemistry with them all. She didn't really fit into that family, but she was a good character. Don't get me wrong, she was, but she didn't really fit into that family dynamic with them. Kate is my next least favourite character. I didn't dislike her, I just feel like the show had, you know, a little something that I think ever since season 7 the show had sort of like a backlash of whoever they brought in people liked and didn't like. And I feel like that was one of them. I liked her, but I feel like, yeah, we could have had more, but obviously she didn't want to do the show anymore, so. Ashley. So I actually liked Ashley Seaver. Obviously the way she was brought in was all wrong, and I don't think them for that. Like, that was just totally out of order. But actually as a character, I thought she had a lot of development that they could have gone with and used, but I feel like how they brought her in and why they brought her in was a bit uncalled for. But I feel like if she'd come in a different season with everyone still there, that she could have learned a lot from them, and they could have helped her in that instead of thinking, oh, she's here to replace JJ, she's here to replace, yeah. So, you know, yeah, but she was a good character. Like, if you rewatch season 6, she wasn't actually that bad. But yeah, I feel like if she'd been brought in a different season under different circumstances, people would have liked her more. Maybe, I don't know, that's my opinion anyway. So I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for this one, but this person's never made it into my top 10. It's Reed. So it's not that I don't like Reed, but I find him very, you know what, I'm just going to say this because I don't feel like enough people actually give their opinion on Reed, because I feel like they'll get so much backlash from it. But I'm not a fan of Reed. I feel like it's a very overrated, arrogant, self-centered character, and the more I rewatch the show, the more I actually see that in him and how arrogant he is and rude. And I'm not there for it, especially in the later seasons when they gave him so much screen time compared to the others and took away from their storyline in that episode, pretty much the whole season. And there were some characters that didn't even get an episode in the final 10 episodes, and I'm still kind of pissed off about that. Like, I think the writers later on definitely made it more about the Reed show when there was how many other main characters to portray. And I think especially season 12, like after that prison arc, like, what the hell was that? That wasn't even needed. Like, realistically wouldn't even happen. So, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of him. I feel like he's a very overrated character, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this. Maybe I'll hate you, but yeah, Spencer Reed is not in my top 10. I feel like that's just gonna give me so much hate, it's unreal. Anyway, my next, yeah, we'll get more backlash for this because I actually like Steven. He's in my top 10. I feel like, yeah, he was brought, obviously everything from season 12 onwards was a bit like up in the air because of all these characters that had to leave, and but I liked Steven. Like, obviously he was brought into a thing, and he was actually quite a calming character, and how he interacted with all the team, he understood that they were a family and what he was there to do. And I was sad when he died. Like, that, yeah, I didn't think the show would ever do that, and they did. And yeah, but I liked Stephen. He was a pretty cool character. Yeah. Matt Simmons. I actually haven't fully watched Beyond Borders. I like started it and never got around to finishing it. I did like Matt. He brought something new to the team as well and fresh, and everyone got along with him, which is what I liked. He brought sort of a new family dynamic to it. He was a family man, but he was fun and badass all at the same time. And yeah, I liked Matt. Matt was cool. Hotch. You don't like Hotch then? I did miss Hotch when he left. I'm not gonna lie. I did miss him, and I do still miss. I wish he hadn't left, but at the same time, we wouldn't have got all these other new characters. But yeah, Hotch was the boss, and Hotch was the man. Rossi. Who doesn't like Rossi? He's like the man. He could make me pasta any day, and I eat it. Guess who doesn't love pasta? Rossi was like such. At first when he first joined, I was like. Then when you get into it, you see him, you realise no, he's good. He's very funny. He's very family oriented. They are his family, and he's there to help them in any way possible. And he started it, so yeah. But Rossi was, yeah, he could make me pasta anytime. I'd have pasta. I don't drink wine, but I'd have wine and pasta all day long. Because Rossi is Rossi. Rossi is the man. Like, I loved Blake. Like, I think after Prentice left, she was a good adaptation to the team. I feel like, yeah, she was a bit older and sort of like a motherly figure. Well, not motherly figure, but she was like a inspiration to some of them, and I think she fit in really nicely. I was really good when she left. Like, I loved her character. Season 8 and season 9, she was great. She was great. She was a great addition to the team, and I really liked that team with her in. So I was sad when she left. Very sad. Luke Alves. I loved his character. I really thought he brought a different team, especially like Garcia always like well, obviously she didn't hate him, but the banter him and Garcia had, like, I loved it. And especially in that last episode when he asked her out, I was like, totally was awesome. He was a good addition as well. Like, obviously Morgan left and he was sort of Morgan's replacement, but he was great. He was a good addition, and I loved him in CSI Miami, and he's just a great actor, and he brought a lot of fun to the team, I think, especially with his dog, his little dog. But yeah, I like Luke. Luke's cool. Derek Morgan. Do you know what? I love Derek. He was probably he's my favourite male character on the show. Always has from the beginning. He was funny, he was serious, he always had banter with everyone, he has a good working relationship with them all, he's their family, and he's like a big brother to them all, stuff like that. I was sad that I left, but I get it, like, you're in a show for a long time, I'm going to move on, but yeah, Derek was the man. Him and Garcia, him and JJ's friendship, everyone's friendship with him was fab, and he was just great. He was the guy that if you needed yourself any help, he'd be the one you call, as he'd always have your back no matter. He'd have your back. So now into my top 4. It's no surprise that my top 4 are all women. So Garcia is my 4th favourite character. Like, I've never seen a character like her on TV before, and she's just so fun, loving, and especially when you see all that darkness, but she's just so funny and so adorable and loving. How can you not love her? You know, like, how can you not stand there and go, oh my god, I don't love her, she's so funny. She just makes your day. She just makes your day. Everyone needs someone like Garcia in their life, I think. And in some way, form, we all have that in one of our friends, I'd like to think. But yeah, she's incredible, awesome, badass, and yes. Third is Emily. Who doesn't love Emily Prentice? Like, come on, she's badass. But yeah, Emily Prentice was best addition to the show, actually. I'm not saying I didn't like Elle, I'm not, but Emily, she fit right in. And I think that's when everyone knew that the show was a family from that point, because she just fit in like that, and they all got along, and their friendships, JJ and Emily's friendship, and Reed's friendship, Morgan and Emily's friendship, Hotch, all of them, like, they all was a part of her life in some way or form. And I'm so sad that when she left, but she came back, and she left again, and then she came back again, and yeah, like, the last few seasons I enjoyed having Emily back, like, I really did. That was a nice addition, and obviously her stepping up, it did change the boundaries of the friendships a bit, but I still enjoyed it. and it was fun to watch and see that dynamic with the team. Tara Lewis, Queen. So obviously season 11, when they brought her in, I was like, yes, where has she been? Why was she not in the show a few seasons back? Because holy cow, there's never been someone more badass than her, and she's just incredible. Like her one-liners, her mid-takes, she's a badass investigator, badass agent. She's a queen, a total queen. I don't think I need to say anything else other than she's a total badass queen. So my favourite all-time character, which is probably no surprise to most people, is JJ. She's literally just Mama Bear, queen of badass, queen of interrogating, queen of everything. She's so hot, pretty, family, loving. Everything about her is just insane, and she's literally my favourite person ever. Like, I feel like we watched her grow up a lot and we learned a lot about her, and each season you saw more depth in what she actually went through and how strong she was as a person. And I feel like that's something a lot of young people can admire in someone, especially when you look at what happened to her childhood, what happened to her as she grew up, and you learn more and more about her as she has gone, and you just realise she's the strongest person out there. She's the strongest person on that team with the biggest heart, and she went through it all. And she still went out kicking ass every day. And I miss her, and I miss them all. So yeah, that's my favourite characters. This video probably hasn't worked out the way I wanted it to. Probably more ranting on than anything, and probably not the best descriptions I can give, but hey, I gave it a go. So please, hate on me or don't hate on me. Whatever. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'm hoping it works out how I wanted it to. Probably not, it never does. I need more practice of this, but yeah, have a good day.